Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. About a week ago, we reviewed the Evutec Aramid Fiber Slim case. And today I've got another Evutec case for you, very similar. It is the AER Sport Series. So we're gonna unbox this and talk about why you should buy this phone case. All right, so let's take a quick look. I shared this last time, but the Evutec's boxes for these phones are pretty thick, and that's mainly because there is a car mount included. This one offers 10 feet of military grade drop protection. So if you go back and watch my previous video of the Carbon Slim case, that one only offered, I believe, up to 4 feet of military grade drop protection. So you're getting more drop protection with this sport case. It's a thicker case. So if you're somebody who's doing a lot of outdoor activities, working construction, something where you drop your phone a lot, then you should definitely consider this case over the other Evutec case. But you still get the aramid fiber back that is built into the case, super smooth, awesome material that it's made out of, and you also get the magnetic vent. So here's the inside of the case. If you notice, it talks about how the magnets are positioned around the wireless charging coil of your phone. And so you can actually use this with the magnets for wireless charging, and then it also obviously works with the car mount that is included. So you can see the case through the box here. So let's open this up, get this out. All right, show you the back real quick. We'll set this aside. All right, so inside the box you have the case itself. Comes with another printout. It talks about the wireless, or it talks about the car mount. Pull that out, set the case down for a second. And then the other thing you get in the box is the car mount itself, and that's about it. So just packaging other than that. I shared this in my last video, but I'll share it again. So the way this car mount works, actually this one's a little bit different. It's kind of interesting. All right, so this car mount's a little bit different than the one I shared with you last time, but basically you have these two prongs. They fit in the holes like so, and then you just push them up. So let me show you that again. So you insert them. See, there you go. And then you just push them up. That locks in place. You're set and ready to go. And then there you go. That's a pretty strong hold. We'll test it with the phone in place here in a second. So we'll set this off to the side. All right, so let's take a look at the case. So I'm gonna start off with the back. So obviously you have the aramid fiber. Now I don't know if I talked about this last time, but a lot of people think this is carbon fiber. And actually it's really aramid fibers, which are very similar, but pure carbon fiber isn't the best material to be used in a case for a couple of reasons. One, it's evidently very brittle, and so it breaks very easily. And then two, it also conducts electricity, which means it will actually block the radio signal into your phone. So aramid fibers are actually what are used in ballistic materials like bulletproof vests, things like that. And that's what's on the back of this case. It's really cool to the touch. You have that carbon fiber or that aramid fiber look. And this one does look a little bit more sporty than the other one. You have a lot of lime green or neon green coming through on the sides, on the back, and on the bottom of the case. And then here's the inside. There's a bit of a honeycomb pattern that will help with drops on your phone. And same thing on the inside of the sides of the case. You also have several kind of air pockets that will essentially, they will take any vibration from a drop so that it's not, that vibration isn't continued onto your phone, which will help prevent your screens from shattering. Now, one of the things I noticed as I put this phone case on, when I tested this out earlier, and I had unboxed this previously, but this case is the tightest fitting case I think I've put on my phone. Once you get it on, this thing is on there really solid, and it is really hard to get off. But a couple things. So you have a very deep camera cutout on the back. So your camera is well protected. You can see kind of how deep that is in there on the back of the case. You do have buttons that are slightly, it looks like they're slightly cut out. So there's kind of spaces and gaps, which make them very clicky. So buttons are very good and clicky. Plenty of room for your mute rocker, not a problem. And then at the bottom, you have your cutouts for your power port and your speaker grill. This is pretty deep in here, so I could see where if you have a wide charging cord, that you might want to be a little bit careful with it, but I think it should work with most charging cords. It definitely works with the ones that I use. And then there's your power button. And one thing I like about this case is your power button has kind of a bit of a cutout right in the middle, so you can kind of tell as you run your finger over it which one's the power button versus the volume up and down. You can see on the volume up and down they have the plus and minus engraved into the, I guess that's TPU or whatever the texture that the case is made out of. You do get a lip around the front of your case. So if you're setting the case down on the front of your phone, no worry about scratching your screen. Obviously you're protected on the back as well. And as I said before, you get 10 feet of drop protection. Now this case is a bit thicker than most cases, so you do have some added thickness to the case. Obviously that's providing extra drop protection for you. It's not too thick. I don't feel like this is huge or massive, but if you're looking for a super thin case, I would definitely encourage you to check out my previous video, which is kind of the slimmer version of this. But all in all, great drop protection, solid magnetic mount. Let's try that real quick. I mean, that thing is not coming off. So I mean, it's on there really nice and tight. So great car mount, protects, really good protection in terms of the case, and it's on there super tight. So all right, I'm gonna try to take this off real quick for you so I can just kind of show you what that looks like. All right. I guess the best way to go about it is to start with the corner, kind of where your volume up and down buttons are, because that's kind of a more malleable point on the case. And you just have to really force it out and then go to the other corner and push out from your cameras and then ultimately pull it out. So it fits on there really nice and really tight. So high quality materials used in this case, aramid fiber, high level of drop protection up to 10 feet, is a little bit thicker, but if you're good with that, then definitely I encourage you to check out this case. So I'll leave a link down in the description, and they did give me a discount code. So if you use that discount code on their website, you get 5% off of all purchases. There's also a link to Amazon if you'd like to take a look at pricing on Amazon. I have found that typically these cases are cheapest on Amazon, but I definitely encourage you to look around, check out that 5% discount. If you're gonna pick up a couple things, obviously that might help out through the Evutec website. So I hope this helped you in your purchasing decision. If it did, I would love a subscribe, give me a like. Let me know what else you'd like to see on the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks guys, peace.